I can probably tell you a few things about the things that you don't know.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Ah, how kind of you. I feel like a king.
Prepare yourself, Dan Saiyan.
Smash that like button, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way you never miss a video. There is something fishy going on, and it is going on all over YouTube, where Toei Animation is taking down a particular clip, a particular episode from Dragon Ball Z from being circulated throughout YouTube. Now, how do I know it's getting taken down? Well, I've actually found a few of the old links to these clips and this episode that don't work anymore. They've all been taken down by Toei Animation, and on top of that, there seems to be this entire Hikaru movement on getting all this erased from YouTube, because a few years ago I was making videos on Ancient Saiyans and I was using clips from this episode to make my videos, and there were a lot of these clips available, but it seems that as of late, I've been searching the last couple days and I can't find any of them. I found one that is of such shitty quality that it's almost unwatchable, but there is another one, and this one is probably the best preserved link, and I don't want to link it here because I don't want Toei Animation having a straight route to it and taking it down, but it is on the official Toonami Asia Dragon Ball Z episode 20, Goku's Ancestors. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, which I'm assuming a few of you probably don't, because I would say that a lot of you guys, I've taken a poll about a year ago on this, but I probably should take another one since we've grown so much. But I would say a lot of you guys, first time watching Dragon Ball Z was not the US broadcast or the Ocean dub or anything like that. It was in Dragon Ball Z Kai, which is 100% fine. I mean, you guys are all young, so you guys seen Dragon Ball Z Kai. I'm not 100% sure if this episode is in Dragon Ball Z Kai or not, but it almost feels like one of those filler episodes that more than likely is not. But this episode explains the entire history of these Saiyans from King Kai. King Kai is letting Goku know the history of his people, and particularly what the history is focused on, at least in this episode, is the Saiyan Tuffle War. Now, you would think the Saiyan Tuffle War is, absolutely established canon history for Dragon Ball Z, because we got, Plan to Eradicate the Saiyans, which had the Tuffles mentioned in, and it was a Dragon Ball Z movie, and we also got the Baby Saga in Dragon Ball GT that was center focused on the Tuffles. So you would absolutely think that this is absolutely canon, but this could possibly be from Toei Animation's perspective. This could be something that was put in by Toei Animation and not mentioned at all by Toriyama. I'm gonna let Geekdom 101 explain a little further. This is a clip from his Tuffle Saiyan War video where he talks about these inconsistencies.
Now, things get a little bit hazy when you start talking about different continuities, because as far as we know, the Saurian race was completely extinct, made extinct by the Saiyans during this war. However, stories of Saurian survivors coming back for revenge have been told in various different Dragon Ball media, but none of it was written by Toriyama. The two most important pieces to examine here is the Plan to Eradicate the Saiyans OVA, either the original one or the 2010 remake, and of course the Baby arc of Dragon Ball GT, which features of course Baby and Dr. Miyu seeking revenge for what the Saiyans did to the Saurians on Planet Plant/Planet Vegeta. But these stories were not written by Akira Toriyama.
So there you have it, guys. You can see right there and then that the Tuffles aren't 100% ironclad in the Saiyan history, and it just seems with the addition of Dragon Ball Minus that there are a lot of things that are due to retcon, and no matter how strong they are in the fandom and in the history of Dragon Ball C or Super or whatever, it seems that they are all eligible to being retconned. So it comes to no surprise that this Saiyan episode is one of the things that is to be retconned. And for those of you guys who have not seen this episode, basically what it says is that the Saiyans invaded planet Vegeta and lived alongside the Tuffles. There was a huge war where the Saiyans and the thickest Saiyan female to ever grace our screens attack the Tuffles, and Tuffles are technologically superior, but the Saiyans are a lot stronger. The Tuffles do fight them back, but one event, at least how King Kai says it, that comes every 8 years or so, the full moon comes out, and this full moon grants the Saiyans their Uzaru's power and strength. This leads to a bloody eradication of the Tuffles, where all the Tuffles are destroyed and the Saiyans conquer the planet. That is essentially what is going on in this. Now you're asking yourself and wondering, why would Toei Animation want to erase this from existence? Why would they want to erase this babe from the internet? Well, the only thing that I can think of is that a new retcon could be coming. Now this is not 100%, this is just my theorizing that they are targeting specifically this video and the clips on this video because they don't want you to remember the Tuffles in the Saiyan history. Now this could be one of two reasons. One, they're making a new movie that is going to incorporate the Tuffles, or they're going to bring back Super, incorporating the Tuffles in some way, and they want you to be surprised, although I don't see how they would be, or anybody would be surprised about the Tuffles, but they want you to be surprised, and that's the reason they're going to retcon this. They don't want this to be out there. And I've already stated that this isn't 100% canon. At least it could be changed and taken down. It wasn't by Akira Toriyama, so it's not 100% gospel. This could be the reason. Or number two, they are about to retcon and change the entire Saiyan history to be more streamlined and make sense all the way up to Dragon Ball Minus. What does that mean? That means that they more than likely may introduce the original Super Saiyan Yamashi. Now, Yamashi, everyone thinks that he is the first original Super Saiyan God. That's not exactly what Akira Toriyama says. He says that he became a Super Saiyan and fought the evil Saiyans and then searched for other Saiyans that are righteous to create the Super Saiyan God. So he wasn't actually the Super Saiyan God. He was looking for people to make the Super Saiyan God. That's essentially what Yomoshi is. But this total erasure of the past could be them trying to strengthen their position when they retcon the history of the Saiyans, adding Yomoshi and adding the history that Akira Toriyama came up with seemingly randomly. So does that mean that we are 100% saying goodbye to this Saiyan Bay right here? Absolutely not, because there is one content creator that has taken upon themselves to take that Saiyan female design and create a brand new character for it. And this character is actually one of the most popular OCs on DeviantArt. I would like to introduce you to Imoya. This is, as you can see, almost identical to the design of that female Saiyan, except just darker skinned, more tan. But Ganadine, which seems to be the creator of Imoya, has created a bunch of art, has enlisted a bunch of other artists to draw fan art of her, and has given her a fleshed out and complete synopsis and story that has gone through several mini comics. Of course, updating her and giving her actual Saiyan armor. But let me just focus on the design real quick. Again, great design because it mimics the exact ancient Saiyan primal design that we saw in that episode, but a little bit darker skinned. Red, fiery, or orange, yellowish eyes, which fit perfectly. And she's always palling around with this other Saiyan female called Chirai, which again, these are two OCs essentially, but the legend of this ancient Saiyan, at least aesthetically, in the way that she looks, lives on throughout the fan art community, and I'm just extremely happy about that. Let me know what you guys think of this ancient Saiyan, and if you made it to this point of the video, you're now part of the hashtag end of video squad. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Make sure to drop that comment with that hashtag for a chance to be featured in my next video. Today, I'm going to be responding to Super Saiyan Blue 2020 Roblox. Now I am in complete and utter amazement right now. Frieza might get screwed. Also, Goku, why you slacking, man? I thought you would still be training after the tournament a lot more. And it is a little weird in this Dragon Ball fan manga that Goku isn't training. But, I mean, he is farming throughout Dragon Ball Super. And even though he wants to train, Chi-Chi has basically kept him at the farm throughout most of the beginning of Super, so I could see this being a plausible explanation as to why Goku is not training, and I completely buy it. It just does feel a little weird seeing as how he, you know, loves to train. So anyway, thank you so much for your comment, Super Saiyan Blue. This is going to be Blackscape signing off. Take care, guys.
Subscribe for more content. Or perish.